So we made it to Valley of Fire last night when we came in after 2 days of driving. We drove in here in the dark, which was kind of exciting on that narrow road. Got to the entrance where it said campground full. Luckily, it's Sunday afternoon. We were lucky to find a spot.
In last episode, we introduced you all of the campgrounds inside or outside of the Valley of Fire State Park. Help everyone finds a campsite without worrying. Now let the fun begin! Valley of Fire is not a huge park. All of the sightseeing locations are along the way on the 2 roads in the park. It's about 6 miles from West End Gate to East End Gate. Right outside of the Atlatl campground is the Atlatl Rock. It's an easy and short walk. After taking the stairs up, you will enjoy the beautiful views from there. If you have your small pet with you, you might need to hold them up because the stairs are made by steel and with holes, kind of hard to walk with steel poles. Look around on the rock. You will find rock carvings by the ancient Indians that should not be missed. Coming down the rock, we decided to take an adventure to walk around behind the rock. We found out there are lots of rock carvings in this whole area. The rock carvings are everywhere, even on the rock right in front of our second campsite. You just need to pay more attention. On the rock carvings looks like emoji nowadays. On the way to East End Gate, first you will see the Seven Sisters. It's a group of 7 tall, red, eroded boulders surrounded by the sandy desert. Keep going. Right before the East End Gate is the Elephant Rock. The rock is right next to the road. You can also take the 1/3 of a mile trail to reach the formation. This rock is a fine example of an arch in the shape of an elephant. When we see the Elephant Rock, it actually doesn't look as big as the pictures you search on the internet. Same road back, turning into a crossroad where it takes you to the cabins. These historic cabins were built with Valley of Fire sandstone in the 1930s for travelers. The visitor center is in the middle of East and West Gate, a good place to learn the history about the park. Right outside the visitor center is the Balanced Rock, one of the famous Valley of Fire formations. You can take a short hike from the visitor center to the viewpoint of Balanced Rock. We see cars are parked on the road and people are standing by the road. What's going on here? Ah, big horns! It seems cars and crowds don't bother them at all. They were just busy doing their own business.
You see the little ones? There were 2 small ones with them.
Yeah.
Just directly.
There are so many here. Oh, there's a baby, 2 babies there.
Yeah, those are the ones I saw before.
Yeah, there on the top. There are 2 babies there. First time I see baby. Aww, they are so cute. The babies follow their mama everywhere. Oh, running.
Look at those.
Oh, he's chasing him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going on high. Oh, 2 babies coming behind him.
Oh, look at that one up there on the
Way up, yeah.
It's very high chance to spot bighorns in the early morning or late afternoon. We also saw them around the campground. We spend some time here, watch them. It's glad to see people will slow down, watch them from distance and not to disturb them. However, there are still few people who don't appreciate wildlife passing by fast. Please slow down, especially when you see wildlife by the side of the road. Protect them, because this is the land they live. We are just visitors. Oh, you zoom in.
Look at them.
Oh, are they fighting?
Get away, that's my bush.
Are they fighting? Bighorns are going back home. We continue our trip. Rainbow Vista is our next stop. You can take your dog here, just be unleashed. And remember to bring water for you and your dog.
Best sandbox ever.
The sandy bottom is so nice and soft, easy to walk on it. It feels like walking on beach. The canyons, domes, towers, ridges, and the valleys of Rainbow Vista were carved from sand, deposited 150 million years ago, during the time when the dinosaurs walked the earth. We are going to walk up to the rock. It's not difficult to walk on the rock. You just need to wear the right shoes. I'm out of breath. The higher you go, the better view you get. Voila! The view is spectacular once you are on top of the rock. All the walking totally worth it. Highly recommend. When we were on top of the rock, we can clearly hear people talking from far away. Seriously. So that means people from far away can also hear you if you talk too loud. Hi. Why are your glasses on top of your forehead? We loved here so much. While we are filming time-lapse, we started to goofy around. We stayed here for a couple of hours until sunset. We were the last two to leave. The park ranger had to call us out, so you know how much we like this place.
You got golden eyes, but I don't mind.
The hike to the fire wave is about 1.5 miles, around 1 hour. It's not so difficult to hike. Stay on the trail to preserve this fragile and unique area. Some areas are quite flat, but in most of areas you have to go up and down on rocks, nowhere to find shade. White domes are sandstone formations with brilliant contrasting colors and a 1-mile hike. The trail is a Monterey loop that combines sweeping desert vistas, a slot canyon, caves, and a historic movie site, The Professionals, back in 1966. You can also choose to take the trail not far from the campground to White Domes. From the video, you can really tell the height. Where we were, the edge is sloping. We couldn't get really close to the edge to show you how high it is, but roughly about 30 meters high. On the way back to campground, the traffic was stopped. We saw a police car, wondered what's going on. Ah, they are filming! Is it next 007 movie? It's for the 2018 commercial. Surprisingly, they are using a Porsche as camera car. Actually, Valley of Fire is a very popular location to film car commercials and other commercial photography. Valley of Fire is the oldest Nevada state park and was dedicated in 1935. It covers an area of approximately 35,000 acres. Valley of Fire was named for the magnificent red sandstone formations that were formed from great shifting sand dunes during the age of the dinosaurs more than 150 million years ago. But the desert was a sea 500 million years ago. In summer, temperatures usually exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit and can reach 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures in winters ranging from freezing to the mid-70 degrees Fahrenheit. So spring and fall are the preferred seasons for visiting Valley of Fire. Although Valley of Fire is not as famous as other national or state parks, but we were so wowed by the rock formations, so photogenic. We were there for 10 days. We experienced very windy nights only on Sundays. The wind was strong enough to shake our RV. We had to close bedroom slides so we can sleep. Really, no kidding. Next morning, we noticed the camper in front of us abandoned their tent. They ended up sleeping in their truck. Must be a rough night for them. We love Valley of Fire. If you haven't been here, we hope this video will get you interested. So plan your trip to explore the beauty of this amazing place. If you haven't been here before, we would like to hear your experience in comments below. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below or on our Facebook page. We hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time on La Vie Flottante.